Today, more examples of police violence where the primary witness is a camera.
We begin tonight with a nation already on edge in the coronavirus pandemic as protests turn violent across America.
A growing number of Minneapolis police officers have decided to leave their jobs over what they're describing as a lack of support by the department in the aftermath of George Floyd's death.
You know, the left has just gone off a deep end. We've got to fund our police. We have wonderful police.
It's 2020. It's an election year, and America is burning. Republicans versus Democrats, Black Lives Matter versus the police force, close down the country because of a virus or open everything back up. This is no longer the United States of America because there's no unity. All it is division and hatred. And everybody thinks that their political party is going to save them. Some people think that Joe Biden is going to pull America out of this mess. Others still believe that Donald Trump is going to be the one to make America great again, but there's still no agreement. There's still two sides, very split, very polarized. But what we really need is a gut check. Look deep down inside yourself and really ask these questions. What do you put your faith in? What are you fighting for? What brings you hope for a better tomorrow? Then ask yourself, has that ever failed you? I grew up a Republican, and I did so because I felt like their ideologies lined up with my Christian theologies best. But what I'm starting to really see right now is that most politicians' claim to the Christian faith is nothing more than a publicity stunt in order to gain votes. I mean, look at Donald Trump, for example. The man poses with a Bible out in front of a church, but in order to get that photo op, he had to clear the streets of peaceful legal protesters, and he did so with violence and tear gas, causing physical pain to people that were already feeling emotional and psychological hurt. Now, Republicans, before you get mad at me, ask yourself, would Jesus do that? Or you can look at Border Patrol. Images of children scared to death, locked in cages with nothing but an aluminum foil blanket to cover them up. Would Jesus do that? And Democrats, don't think that I'm siding with you either, because most of the time your party promotes lawlessness and godlessness. You side with the abortion industries that commit nearly 1 million murders per year here in America of unborn innocent babies. Ask yourself, would Jesus do that? You see, no political party has it right. Neither one is 100% moral. If we continue to pledge our allegiance to these man-made sets of ideologies, then we will continue to be split. We will continue to see hate until this country completely implodes on itself like it's doing right now. Republicans don't decide what's right and what's wrong. Democrats don't decide what's right and what's wrong. Jesus Christ is the standard for morality. Christians, we have to stop putting our faith into a political party. Stop thinking about whether an issue lines up on the left or if it lines up on the right, if it's blue or if it's red, Democrat or Republican, who cares? Look at what Jesus says. His greatest commandment sums it all up. Look at Matthew chapter 22, verses 37 through 40. It says, Jesus replied, "Love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your mind. This is the first and greatest commandment, and the second is like it. Love your neighbor as yourself. All the law and all the prophets hang on these two commandments." If you follow these instructions by Jesus, you'll find out that the truth and the real answer doesn't always line up on the left or the right, or with the side that's represented by a donkey or the side represented by an elephant. But you're going to see that it's all over the place. Jesus didn't join a political party. Jesus just cared about what was right and what was moral and what would please God. Love the Lord God with all of your heart, and you will see the value of His creation. And you will stop this mass genocide of unborn babies in this country. And you will stop advocating for sin, saying, oh, whatever you feel is right, go for it. Go for what gives you temporary happiness, because that's not true. We shouldn't trust our impulses. Last time I checked, we're sinful and we're broken, and we are the last thing that we should be trusting. And if you love your neighbor as you love yourself, then you will see the root of the Black Lives Matter movement, and you will see that people are hurting. It doesn't matter if we truly understand it or agree with it. What matters is that people are hurting, and we need to love them, period. We will stop putting children in cages, and we will love them, period. Because that is what Jesus would do. Neither political party has it right. I'm not a Republican, and I'm not a Democrat. I am a Christian. Jesus Christ decides the standard for morality. So whatever that is, it's where I stand. Forget about politics. Side with Jesus.